A 6-year-old girl with autism died this week after being left on a bus for hours. The Cordova daycare responsible for her transport is now permanently closed. Winter Jones's family is left grieving the 6-year-old after she was left on that bus. Memphis police report that Winter was discovered at Kidd University on Walnut Knoll Lane in Cordova Thursday, August 13th. She died at the hospital. Christopher Jones, who was Winter's uncle, told us she had autism and was nonverbal, so she couldn't tell anyone she was still on the bus and stayed there for at least 6 hours. The Tennessee Department of Human Services found at least 5 violations possibly related to the child's death, including that a walkthrough to confirm that all children were off the bus was not completed. TDHS confirmed the daycare is no longer licensed and is permanently closed. There are funeral arrangements now for Winter Jones, and there's 2 visitations, one on August 28th, another one on August 29th, with a funeral service to follow after that. Otis, reaction first, and then who is responsible here?
Yeah, this is a real sad case, and the community is outraged on this. And so the community, and I've heard a lot, either on social media or directly, the community is demanding some accountability here. So I think the onus is now on the district attorney to see if there's a criminal violation here, maybe something related to criminal negligence, homicide. I mean, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But very briefly, Pepper, I've been around here long enough. I'm the senior citizen. We have been through this before. In 1997, we had I think it was a 2-year-old, Destiny Williams, died after being left on a daycare van. In 1999, 2 years later, we had 2 on the same day, Brandon Mann and Darnisha Slater. And that was a huge story that led to an investigation by the newspaper that ended up with people going to jail for corruption, for taking taxpayer money and using it not for the daycares but for themselves. And then in 2003, we had Amber Cox Cody left so we've been through this before. And you would think that after all of that and the anguish that the community went through, that would not happen again. As a matter of fact, people said, we want to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And now it's happening again. And we're in 2026 with technology the way it is. That should not have happened. And that's why the community is demanding some accountability.
Yeah, ABC24 did find that the TDHS's update included a history of violations, and again, a lot of it being that there wasn't a device monitoring system on the bus and that the staff themselves didn't walk through. So,
and all of that came about as a result of those other deaths. Of
course. So, is the staff member the one who was driving the bus, or is it going to be the daycare owner who is now held responsible? That's either one of you that...
There should have been a policy that before you shut off the bus and leave, you check the rows to make sure that they're empty. So the question to me is, was there a policy? If there was, it clearly wasn't followed. So to me, that means the bus driver probably is responsible. If there wasn't a policy, which would just shock me, or there wasn't a training, then it's whoever's running the facility. It's such a sad, unfortunate situation that is easily avoidable with a quick check.
No question. And again, I go back to the technology here, and we have come so far than we were in 1997. I mean, we have cars today that if you turn off your car, there's a notice that check the back seat. And so there should be, and there is a policy related to transporting children on daycare vans, and it obviously was not followed here, or whether this operation had instituted that policy, but certainly the driver did not.
The question, I've just been really honestly the past few minutes been thinking about like my own experience on a school bus as a kid. And I remember we had those like emergency, there were levers that you could pull. There was a way to push out. And I remember we were supposed to learn every year at the start of the school year, they were supposed to tell us when they picked us up, like how to get out if you got stuck or something, right? Like that's what at least I remember. Yeah. I don't know if that happens here, but if these vehicles, there should be a way if someone's trapped inside to be able to get out.
We're talking about an autistic child.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
the difference.
That's true.
And when we talk about prosecution here, so at the time of this recording, it's a little over a week since the death of Winter Jones, and they're still reviewing the case. So is that a normal amount of time? Is the DA's office slow? I know that in other particularly criminal cases, when we have that suspect picture and when they catch them, it's like the charges are right there. Almost a day later, we report it in our newscast. So I guess I'm having trouble wrapping my head around why that doesn't seem to be happening here.
Well, in my view, I don't think it's an inordinate amount of time here. You really have to look at this case very carefully. We're talking about a criminal charge here. And so I think they have to be dead certain that they'll be able to prove, again, I think the highest level of criminality here could be criminal negligent homicide. But they need to talk it over, need to get all of the facts, interview people, including the driver, and then make that decision. I don't think a week or so is inordinate.
Yeah, I mean, I generally agree with that. I think we need to have an investigation that's happening. And to me, I would be surprised if charges are not brought. I don't know what the charge will be, but you're right. I think the high criminal negligent homicide certainly would be the highest charge here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, definitely paying our respects to Winter Jones and feeling for the family. When we come back, we're going to shift gears to the County Commission, what's ahead for the meeting, and as well as Mayor-elect Mikkel Lowry's transition team.